Hello everybody and welcome to the second episode of my devlog series for a little game I've been working on called Coffee Bean. Not too many visual updates this week, more just working on the back end, making the code a bit more robust, simplifying some things as there was a lot of unnecessary lines of code in there that I had to remove out. Also switching the system over to a different way of doing things, which took a little bit of time. So the first thing I said about doing this week was modeling the different types of cups that I need. So we have our single espresso, double espresso, we have our cappuccino and our latte cup over here. I also cleaned up some of the objects and renamed them a little bit, try to tidy up things up as much as I can. I've got all the different models here, then in the prefabs, we've got everything labeled as a prefab, just so everything's easier to find and identify. Since I'm trying to adhere to the concept of making this game as editor friendly as possible, adding these items was relatively simple and I didn't actually need to touch any of the code in order to get them to work immediately. Just to dive into a little bit more detail about what I was talking about last week, if we look at our cappuccino over here, it has a script called item on it. This item holds a reference to an item data scriptable object. This is what stores the main template for this cappuccino over here, like its name, what type it is, so like a portafilter, a cup, a milk jug, or anything like that. The plan later on is to move away from this enum way of doing things, as it's causing problems already as I'm trying to add new items. So also a scriptable object-based tag system. Then it also has a list of all the different model states it can be in. This allows me to very quickly, very easily change what models it changes to and also add new states to it, the item itself. If we look back at the cappuccino, we can see we have a list of scriptable objects for recipes. These allow me to very quickly and very easily add new recipe combinations for these items. Also to define like if it's a recipe that I can perform in my hand. If it's not, then it assumes it's supposed to happen in a machine. Now that all the new items have been added, we can try and test them out and try to make different things. So there's the double espresso over there. There's the single espresso. Everything all updating how it's supposed to be. Place them down over there. Right now I don't actually have a way of cleaning these portafilters, so that's something I need to work on. So we'll just throw them to the side for now. Just pick up two more. Make the cappuccino, we make the latte. See, we have the two over here all updated, all functioning correctly, and then what we can even do is we can even start steaming some of the milks needed in order to make these things. So if we pick up a milk, we pick up a latte, we can then make the same heart. Right now I'm just reusing a lot of the models to try to get this done as fast as possible. Pick up the other where you don't have fixed recipes, but you do have components which can be used to craft coffees, and this would allow players as well to come up with essentially their own coffee recipes. And I think it'll be really cool later down the line if the players could save these as menu items that then the customers can select from. Please, if you have any questions, any suggestions you would like me to add or think about adding, any comments like that, please leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date when my next video comes out. And if you really did enjoy the video and you think this is something you're interested in watching or something that you're interested in playing, please leave a like. And with that, I say goodbye.